Imam Mahdi is not going to be rejected by just one type of person. This video reveals the different types of people who will turn against him. Most people know that Imam Mahdi will come to establish justice, but almost no one understands who will actually reject him. And the truth is, some of those people are not far away. Some of them are already among us, and some of them might not even realize what they are doing. In this video, you will see the types of people who will reject Imam Mahdi and why it happens. Most people assume that rejecting truth comes from obvious enemies. They imagine loud opposition, clear hostility, people who openly stand against what is right. But reality is very different. The rejection of truth often comes from people who look normal, people who live among us, people who speak the same language, follow the same routines, and appear no different from anyone else. When Imam Mahdi appears, rejection will not come from just one direction. It will come from different types of people, each with their own mindset, their own reason, and their own attachment, but all leading to the same outcome: turning away from truth. There are people whose lives are built on power. They are used to control, influence, and authority. Their position gives them status, respect, and advantage. For them, the current system works. Even if it is unfair, even if it is broken, it benefits them. And when Imam Mahdi comes to establish justice, everything changes. Systems are challenged. Power is shifted. Control begins to slip. And for those who depend on that power, justice feels like a threat. So instead of supporting what is right, they resist it. Not because they cannot see the truth, but because they are afraid of losing what they have. Then there are people who are deeply attached to comfort. Their lives revolve around ease, pleasure, and stability. They measure decisions based on convenience. What is easy? What is comfortable? What allows them to continue living without disruption? When Imam Mahdi calls people toward truth, it will require change. It will require sacrifice. It will require stepping out of comfort. And many people struggle with that. Even when they recognize what is right, they hesitate. Because letting go of comfort feels harder than accepting truth. So they delay. They question. And eventually, they turn away. There are also people who appear religious on the outside. They speak about faith. They share knowledge. They present themselves as committed and devoted. But their connection is surface level. They follow what is easy. They accept what aligns with their preferences. And when something challenges them deeply, they begin to pull back. When Imam Mahdi appears, he will not call people to a softened version of truth. He will call to what is real, clear, and uncompromising. And for those who are used to a comfortable understanding, this becomes difficult. Instead of accepting it, they begin to doubt. They question what they once claimed to believe. And slowly, that doubt turns into rejection. Then there are those who rely entirely on logic. They want everything explained, measured, and proven in ways they can fully control. If something goes beyond their understanding, they struggle to accept it. But not everything can be reduced to simple explanations. There are realities that go beyond what we can fully grasp. When Imam Mahdi appears, many events will not fit into neat categories. And for those who depend only on logic, this creates discomfort. Instead of accepting what they cannot explain, they begin to deny it. They search for alternative explanations. They label it as coincidence, illusion, or misunderstanding. Anything that allows them to avoid accepting what is in front of them. There are also people who do not think for themselves. They follow others. They look at leaders, influencers, and the environment around them to decide what is true. If the people they trust accept something, they accept it. If those people reject something, they reject it too. Their belief is not built on understanding, but on influence. So when Imam Mahdi appears, their reaction depends on who they follow. If their circle supports him, they follow. If their circle rejects him, they reject as well, without questioning, without reflecting, without realizing the weight of that decision. And then there are those who recognize the truth clearly. They see it. They understand it. They know deep down that it is real, but they still reject it. Not because of confusion, but because of pride. Accepting the truth means admitting they were wrong. It means letting go of beliefs they held onto for years. It means changing how they see themselves. And for some people, that is the hardest thing of all. Their ego stands in the way. They choose to protect their image instead of accepting reality. So they resist. They argue. They reject. not because they lack clarity, but because they lack humility. When you look at all of this, one thing becomes very clear. The rejection of truth is not always about knowledge. It is about the heart. It is about attachment. It is about fear of change. It is about the inability to let go of control, comfort, or pride. When Imam Mahdi appears, the truth will not be hidden. It will be clear. It will be visible. It will be undeniable. But even then, not everyone will accept it, because clarity alone does not guarantee acceptance. So the real question is not just, what type of people will reject Imam Mahdi? The real question is, where do you stand? Because when that moment comes, there will be no confusion, no second chances. Truth will be right in front of you, clear and undeniable, and your response will define everything. So prepare yourself now. Before that moment arrives,